Welcome to Line Shift Picks, where we break down the matchups, read the lines, and find the smartest plays on the board. Let's get into it. Let's break down this college football matchup between USC and TCU, because this is one of those games where the matchup matters just as much as the number. USC comes into this game favored by 6.5 points, while TCU is sitting as the underdog, and the market is clearly expecting USC to be the team in control. The question isn't whether USC can move the ball, it's whether TCU can keep this game within their preferred pace and game script. From an offensive standpoint, USC wants to play fast, spread the field, and force defenses to cover sideline to sideline. They're at their best when they're dictating tempo and putting pressure on opponents early. When USC gets into a rhythm, they're capable of scoring in bunches and turning close games into double-digit wins very quickly. TCU's approach is almost the opposite. They want to slow the game down, stay balanced, and avoid getting into a shootout. When TCU can control time of possession and keep the game tight, they're much more comfortable. The problem is that once they fall behind and are forced to speed things up, their offense becomes far less efficient. Another major factor here is execution in key moments. USC has been more consistent at finishing drives, especially in plus territory, while TCU has had issues settling for field goals instead of touchdowns. That difference becomes magnified in a game with a spread like this. Defensively, USC has been more reliable when it comes to limiting explosive plays. They're not perfect, but they do a better job of forcing teams to earn their yards. TCU, on the other hand, has struggled at times with coverage breakdowns, particularly against faster offenses that can stretch the field vertically. That's why this matchup sets up as one where USC can slowly create separation as the game goes on. Even if TCU hangs around early, USC's tempo and depth give them an advantage as the game moves into the second half. And real quick, if you're enjoying these breakdowns and want more daily picks like this, make sure to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Another thing to watch in this game is how TCU handles pressure situations. When games tighten up in the third and fourth quarter, USC has shown they can stay aggressive and execute, while TCU has been more conservative, especially on the road or in neutral site environments. That gap in approach often shows up late. Because of all of this, the total also becomes interesting. USC's offensive pace alone can push this game toward the mid-50s, and if TCU is forced to open things up in the second half, that only adds to scoring opportunities. Now, here's how I'm playing this one. My favorite play for this game is USC on the money line. I trust USC to be the more complete team, control tempo, and execute when it matters most. If you're looking for more upside, USC minus 6.5 is absolutely in play at plus money. If USC jumps out to an early lead, this number becomes very manageable and could even clear comfortably. As for the total, I'm leaning over 55.5. USC's pace and explosive ability give this game multiple paths to the over. Final score prediction, USC 34, TCU 24. That's the breakdown for USC versus TCU. If you found this helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more daily picks and analysis. This is Line Shift Picks. Stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.